activity in Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Well, this golf course goes back a long ways, to 1878 in fact. We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Schroeder alongside Frank Nobilo. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out here?
Well, normally when the Open Championships played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze and then the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really you sort of make your hay on the way out and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. That doesn't really change because you have some rather short par fours to start. Oh, I liked that.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
A great start.
And ready to tee off here at the par 4, 391 yards second.
Yeah, it's not overly long. The biggest priority for the players is just avoiding the bunkers. All 11 of them, whether it be with your tee shot or the second hole. But at that modest length, it is very much a birdie hole.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. That's a solid par putt. Frank, looking at the third, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's two bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're the burn. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that's just going to leave you a short iron in.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. As we check in on this early final round action, we join our featured golfer off to a hot start.
Yeah, some great golf. I really like the way they've been playing right now. Certainly playing aggressive golf, and that's getting rewarded today too. If there's a little bit of timidity at the top there, then there's this great opportunity that's going to open up, especially over those closing few holes.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad.
Can you imagine if that kicks towards the bunker?
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, Nate Siegel makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
At the par 3 fifth, ready to get this hole started.
Prevailing breeze once again should be coming from the water, which is on the right. That makes that tee shot a little bit more difficult because it pushes the ball to those 3 bunkers on the left side.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie.
Second shot.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. What a good hole. They call it the slopes, and the rough off the right-hand side of the green, really some of the most punishing on the entire course.
And the one thing you don't want to do is actually leave it up there on that high side, because it means that you'll be chipping downhill.
Frank, such an advantage when you can hit it that far.
It's not fair.
Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Ball's teed up, ready to fly here at the 7th.
Yeah, it's a slight elevated tee, so you see all the problems in front of you. A couple of bunkers down the left, 2 down the right, but it's links golf, so you know where you've got to go. That's in between them.
Great strike and a great result. sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Second shot, good look at the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. Just wearing out the center of the club face. Hasn't missed a shot, hasn't missed a green in regulation all day long. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, this is one of the most famous holes in the whole sport, isn't it?
Postage stamp, just over 120 yards. It might seem short, but it's daunting. Many an Open Championship has been lost on this shortest of par threes.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Just a couple of feet. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. One bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that, but it's not that you're trying to carry it, it's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Strong approach shot here at the 9th. And a good opportunity to finish this side with a birdie. These putts keep the round together. Frank, just a surgical touch out there.
And the scorecard reflects yet another birdie.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of Monahan.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Chance to get it close here. Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score, so just adjust your own mental par.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, you come to an Open Championship and you expect to hear the term gorse. You see it here on the 11th hole. If you do end up in the gorse, what can you possibly do to get out?
Well, anything you can. A lot of the times it's an unplayable lie, but if you remember back 2004, Ernie Els tried to play a ball when it was suspended about 3 feet off the ground and managed to flick it out of the sort of the thorny gorse.
And the hole is cut exactly 160 yards from here. Frank, the Open Championship will be played at Royal Troon in 2016. It was first played back in 1923. What was first prize then?
A mere 75 pounds, so that equates to about 150 US dollars. And just to give you an idea, the last time they played there, Rich, was back in 2004 when Todd Hamilton beat Ernie Els. He got a whopping 720,000 pounds. That's right, nearly $1.5 million.
The money's nice, but every player would tell you, Frank, it is still all about that claret jug.
It is, and that's actually suited the Americans because since 1962, they've been to Troon 6 times, and 6 times the victor has been American.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Par bid here.
Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Frank, on paper, 13 seems pretty straightforward, but it's not that simple, is it?
No, very stringent tee shot. Gorse right and left, plus a little sort of mound with some rough on down the right side. So really, you've got to hit the ball down, not just the fairway, but the left side of the fairway.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. And he has it for birdie. Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14th, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of the screen up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Getting set now over the putt.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to roll it very well all day long. Frank, now at the 15th, and how hard is this par 4?
The key really is to get the ball on the fairway here. Avoid those 3 bunkers, because this is one of the flattest greens on the golf course. Get the ball on the green here. Any putt's makeable. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen. Oh, this is right at it.
Yes, he's holding.
All right, Eagle. Let's get it. Let's go.
Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then 260 yards is certainly going to be a big tee shot. But 260 yards takes all the bunkers out of play.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway.
Second shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good looking shot right here. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th, and what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Great finishing hole here, Frank, at Royal Troon, the 18th.
Really, it's all about the tee shot. If you find one of those pot bunkers, then the best you can do is lay up. And then you look, he's gone for a little extra.
Let's go, golf ball.
Can't hit a ball that hard.
Shout out to Huey Touch.
Crushing it
To be here.
beyond all
Ball.
crushing.
That's for sure.
Smoked that one.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
To win the Charity Invitational. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. That has to feel so good. A big championship victory.
Emmanuel Renard wins EA Charity Invitational. Emmanuel Renard won the EA Charity Invitational on Sunday for his 93rd PGA Tour title and 20th time this season. Renard finished with the final round 16 under 55 to close out the victory. Alright. Thank you for the communication and acknowledgement. FedEx Cup playoffs to start next week / FedEx Cup playoffs set to begin at the first of 4 FedEx Cup playoff events begin this week with the EA Charity Invitational at Royal Troon Golf Links. Sitting in first place, Nar feels confident about his ability to compete for the title. I played really well so far this year, and I don't see a reason why I'm not able to carry that momentum. Why I wouldn't be able to carry that momentum into the playoffs? Said Nar. Alright. CBC Naruto. Over and out. And also, today is December 15, 2019. Shout out to week 15 of the NFL's 100th season. All the amazing games going on today, and Saints play tomorrow on Monday Night Football. My team, New York Giants, we play today too. They had 36 points. And Eli Manning played. Also, it was amazing. And at a home stadium too, and it's a very great game. And also, talk about all the other games too. And yes, very exciting. Week 15 NFL's 100 season, 2019-2020 season, and just 2 weeks left after this. Week 17, week 16. Like I said, right now is week 15, and so yes, this is the last 3 weeks of the season. It's pretty amazing. It's amazing, exciting, pretty fresh. So yes, shout out to that. And also shout out to Cast the Musical movie coming out this week in 5 days on December 20, 2019, along with Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker coming out the same day this week, December 20, 2019. Both movies are there, about to be amazing, exciting, pretty fresh and perfect. So yeah, shout out to that. And also shout out to Disney Plus too. Star Wars is on that also, and Disney Plus is amazing and it's perfect, so shout out to that also. And movies on there like Captain Marvel, my girl Brie Larson, and Avengers Endgame, and my girl Brie Larson is also on that too. And all the Disney Channel shows, Disney Channel original movies, the High School Musical trilogy, High School Musical 1, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3, High School Musical Trio, High School Musical, High School Musical, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3. And this is perfect, so yeah, shout out to that too, Disney Plus. And with all that being said, CBT Naruto. Over and out.